And you start off by just saying and spelling your name.
Sure. Bradley Smith, BradleySmith, Austin Police Department, Lake Patrol Unit.
How are you guys gearing up to make this summer safe for Austinites on the water?
We have a regular staff as well as additional crewmen that come in and fill in spots that are hard to fill. We have 6 officers for 3 lakes, and that's for the full coverage of the week. So we basically have crewmen that come in and help us and be out. We also have a new program this year that we have medics on, 2 medics every day that are on our boats that can help with actual medical problems that are going on.
Have you seen increases in safety concerns over the years? Are you expecting there to be more incidents this year?
The safety concerns are always pretty constant. It doesn't really change much. When Lake Travis is down, a lot more people tend to come out, but it's still the same safety concerns every year.
And what about lake levels? Do lower levels pose more concerns than higher levels?
Not here on Lake Austin. Lake Austin's a constant level lake, so it may fluctuate a couple of inches, but it's not going to go all the way down.
And so, there's these outlandish conspiracy theories about like a serial killer being around the lake. Does APD want to put more of a presence to quell some people's concerns about, that sort of stuff?
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to talk about anything today. I'm not able to investigate. I don't investigate things. I just respond to people in the water, so I can't really comment on any of that concerns.
And then there was like a type of boat ban recently.
Yes, there's a PWC ban, which comes in effect on Friday at sunset, and then it continues until Tuesday at sunrise. So there's no PWCs, jet skis, and so forth are not allowed on Lake Austin during that period of time because there is so much boat traffic that it's a hazard, and we've had fatalities last year that occurred because of the jet skis. So we want to try to prevent that, and that's a yearly thing that happens on the states.
And what is your advice to people coming out to the lake to cool off from the heat and have fun?
Have fun. I mean, that's the main thing, but do it responsibly. Have a responsible boat operator. And it's also a safe ride home. Don't get intoxicated on the lake and then go back to your car and drive home because that's not. We're worried about the safety on the lake as well as safety on the land.
I was going to say, for people that come out, I know you kind of touched on this already, but what do you really want people to know that maybe have never come out to the lake out here? Maybe there's something that they don't know that they shouldn't be doing.
Certainly. So Lake Austin has rules of the road. So if you're traveling one direction, you stay to the right of the right side, and same thing if you're traveling back the other direction, you stay on the right side. So the traffic will be like a street basically. So that's one thing, and the other is like negligent operation, having people hanging off the boat while you're underway. Not the best thing because if you fall in the water, you can get sucked into the prop and get prop struck. And then a big thing also is children with life jackets. They have to be worn at all times. So.
And to take it a little further, what are some of the things that you normally see when you're out patrolling and the lake and whatnot?
There's always possibility of BWIs, boating while intoxicated. The negligent operation, like I said, people doing that. There's also registration stickers. People come out with things registered from 2017. Oh, I'm just trying it out. And they want to come out on the water because they have everything loaded up, and then they see you and they're like, oh yeah, no, I just want to make sure it worked, and they take it back out. So it's stuff like that.
In terms of people injuring themselves, what's the most common thing that you see when people get into accidents?
A lot of them are either done by people wakeboarding or being pulled in the tube behind the boat, and they get thrown from that at a decently high speed. They hit the water and they end up breaking an arm or a leg. We have people that jump off bridges, which is not allowed, on Lady Bird, and they end up jumping in the water and they end up landing on another kayaker or paddleboarder. We've had that happen where they've broken another person's back or then they've broken their face in different instances. So that's a big concern on Lady Bird with that. It is getting hot and people like to cool off, which we understand, but there's a proper way to do it and a not proper way.
Is there anything else you can think of that you want people to know that might see this?
We need a life jacket for every person on board. It doesn't have to be worn, but it does need to be available. That also goes for paddle boards. Big thing on Ladybird, everybody's buying their own paddleboard and going out. They actually do need a life jacket available. The adults don't have to wear them, but they do have to have it accessible. They can put on the bungee straps on the front of the board or let it hang off the leash in the water, but they do have to have one accessible.